Hey everybody, this is Anthony from A.W.O Comics, and I've got Willie Moe here, and we're back with another top 10 video. And this week we're going to be doing our top 10 alternate Batman, or different versions of Batman through the DC multiverse. Will, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, you got all sorts of Batman actually that we researched about before this video. We've got evil Batman, we've got neutral Batman, we've got good Batman, Justice Batman, whatever you want to call them. You got all sorts of them. You got Batman in different countries, different languages, different people.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just like the Spider-Verse, but it's just Batman.
Yeah.
The Batverse.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, we will be right back with our top 10 right after this.
Woo!
All right, guys, we're back here with our top 10 videos. Wilmo, how's your week been?
Week's been pretty good recently. Had a few tests today, actually, but they're all in my pocket.
Y'all got homecoming coming up this week, don't you?
Yeah, we got a parade this week, tomorrow too.
And I hear they've moved y'all's parade indoors. How do you have a parade indoors?
I don't know how they're gonna get the floats in there. They'll probably have them outside.
It's gonna be like the world's shortest parade. You go from one end of the gym to another one.
Wow, what a parade! That was such an exciting experience.
Well, anyway, they'll make it work somehow, I guess. All right. Well, we're doing our top 10 alternate Batman this week. Whose time is it to go first? Is it my time or your
It's
time?
mine.
Okay. Well, you'll start us out, so go for it there, brother, with your number 5.
All right. Well, my number 5 is Red Sun Batman, aka you can also call him Russian Batman. He appeared in Batman and Robin Volume 2, Number 1, back in 2011. And surprisingly, this character, it was a weird character when Red Sun Superman came out. If you've ever watched that film, it's basically just about Superman if he landed in Russia.
Yeah.
But basically, I don't want to spoil anything for it. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear it, skip it.
Spoiler alert.
But the comics basically say the same thing too. So basically, Batman tries to, he hates Superman. He doesn't like his powers. Pretty much like in regular.
He kind of thinks Superman is kind of like a puppet of the state.
Yeah. He thinks he's like a puppet.
And Superman has kind of turned a blind eye to all the oppression that was going on in Russia at the time.
And this Batman killed people.
Yeah.
And he actually killed people, though. But he made a special prototype called the Red Sun UV rays. And it was like these lights that came on in this room after he trapped Superman in it. And he basically was beating the crap out of him because of the red light. But Superman somehow found a way to turn them off. I'm pretty sure he destroyed them with something Batman had. Mm-hmm. And Batman ended up blowing himself up after that and basically killed himself and tried to kill Superman with it. But of course, Superman didn't die from that. Yeah. But he's a pretty interesting character. Nobody talks about him a whole lot.
Yeah, I remember watching the Red Sun movie and I thought, man, this is kind of a psychopathic Batman for sure. He was really, really kind of had slid off his crackers.
This is one of the evil Batman that we'll be talking about in this video.
And we've got several of them in our countdown, I'm pretty sure. All right, well, that's a pretty good one. My number 5 is the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. And his first appearance was in Batman number 113, came out in 1958. Kind of a campy type story where Bruce Wayne kind of goes off into a daze. He gets into a bat plane and doesn't really know where he's going, and he gets teleported to the planet Zur-En-Arrh. And he's helping a scientist there named Clano that wants to become a better Batman for his planet. And the crazy thing about this story was when Bruce Wayne gets to the planet, he's got the same powers that Superman has on Earth due to some sort of chemical imbalance in his body. I don't think it had anything to do with the rays of the sun, but he was like a super Batman on Zur-En-Arrh. But him and the Zur-En-Arrh Batman teamed up to fight off some giant-like robots. But the funny thing about the Zur-En-Arrh character is he was brought back. Uh,
AKA the Rainbow
in
Batman.
2000
Is that what we used to
no,
call him?
in 2008. And the Rainbow Batman is different.
I mean, I was not talking
He
about.
does have a weird color scheme costume. And stuff.
That's what I meant to say, but I don't remember what color scheme he was.
But Zur-En-Arrh was Batman Zur-En-Arrh was brought back in 2008 as like a alternate personality of Bruce Wayne, and Simon Hurt, the psychiatrist, was hired to oversee an isolation experiment, and Bruce Wayne volunteered. And during the process, he gave Bruce Wayne a post-hypnotic trigger connected to the phrase Zur-En-Arrh, and that was young Bruce mishearing his last words of his father, which basically what his father was saying, Zorro and Arkham. But for some reason, Bruce Wayne thought he said Zur-En-Arrh. Many years later, when Simon Hurt was working with the Black Glove, they decided to target Batman and his allies, first spreading information to the effect that Batman's father somehow survived the murder of Joe Chill. Then, using the Zur-En-Arrh trigger in conjunction with drugs, they sent Bruce Wayne into the streets of Gotham with no memory of his life. And he assembles a makeshift Batman costume and declares himself the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. And he is like really, really evil. I mean, he's killing people like crazy.
Well, Batman thought this was messed up when he saw how he was doing things, and I remember this Brave and the Bold episode. They made this a Brave and the Bold episode.
It was really cool the way they kind of incorporated it into the modern age of comics. But anyway, not to get too long-winded, it's just kind of a lot to go through there. I couldn't remember all of it, but that's my number 5, Will.
All right, well, my number 4 is going to be a very liked Batman that people know a lot. And number 4 is Thomas Wayne Batman, which was first introduced in Flashpoint number 1. And Thomas Wayne, you know Thomas Wayne, the father of Bruce Wayne and the husband of Martha Wayne.
Right.
And this is a little mix. Instead of Joe Chill killing the Thomas and Martha, he killed Bruce and Martha. Right. Well, in the comic, that's what it originally was. But then it got changed to just killing Bruce, and Martha became the Joker, and then Thomas became Batman. Right. And Thomas Wayne had no mercy, unlike his son. He killed people. He used guns. He did all sorts of that stuff. Because
what I remember about it in the Flashpoint movie, Martha became Joker because she lost her mind when Bruce was killed in front of her. She, instead of having a heart attack, she completely flipped, and she became the Joker after that.
In the comics, though, Joe Chill killed Martha too, and it was just Thomas Wayne left. So, but that's how it originally went. But then they developed Martha into the Joker instead, which is a pretty smart idea.
Yeah. Well, Thomas Wayne was a definitely different Batman. He had no problem using a lot harsher tone.
Well, he used to be involved before that in a lot of gangster methods and like gangs and stuff. He used to be involved with Cobblepot, I'm pretty sure, his family, and he destroyed Cobblepot's family before then. But yeah, I think he had no mercy when he was Batman. He used guns, and actually, when the Flash met him in the Flashpoint, he almost he was getting whooped by Thomas Wayne because he didn't know he was Bruce. He didn't know he was Thomas. He thought he was Bruce, and Thomas was getting ticked off.
Once Barry told him who he was and proved to him who he was, and that he knew his son from a different Earth, Thomas Wayne actually helped Barry acquire his powers again because he had went in there powerless. He couldn't. That's why Thomas Wayne was whooping up on him, because Barry had no powers when he went to that.
Even with powers, I'm pretty sure Bruce whooped him one time.
Yeah. All right. Well, my number 4, speaking of Thomas Wayne, is Owlman. First appearance, Justice League of America number 29, as part of the crime syndicate from Earth 3. Later on, in World's Finest Comics, it was revealed that Owlman was actually Thomas Wayne Jr. And in this time frame, Thomas Wayne Jr. Was actually with Bruce. He was the older brother of Bruce Wayne. And he and Thomas Sr., his dad, and Bruce and Martha were out, and they run into Joe Chill, and Joe Chill kills Martha and Bruce, but does not kill Thomas. And Thomas Wayne becomes a master criminal after that. He blamed his father for their deaths. He wanted revenge on Thomas Wayne Sr. And he just and I think there was a time frame after that was wrote up, a different time frame where Thomas actually kills Bruce Wayne. But he just became a really, really bad person. He was actually considered the leader of the crime syndicate, even though Ultraman, who was Clark Kent from a different timeline, an evil Clark Kent, was the most powerful person. Thomas Wayne was the leader of the crime syndicate just because of his intellect. And he actually had an affair with Ultraman's wife, Superwoman. And Ultraman couldn't do anything about it because Thomas Wayne had blackmail photos that would have incriminated Ultraman at that time. So,
he was evil anyway.
Yeah. Right. So it was. He's a really good character as far as the Batman is concerned. But he's not really a hero. He's really a villain.
Thomas Wayne Sr. on the way to become Thomas Wayne Batman before that happened?
I don't think so. I think Thomas Wayne Jr. was the one that kind of developed everything in that universe, and just was evil. He had a lot of rage and anger because of what happened, and he blamed his dad.
All right. Well, my number 3 is the Bat Who Laughs, and first appeared in Dark Days, the casting number 1. And when you talk about the Bat Who Laughs, you just probably think it's just a Batman that became Joker, right? Or wrong, actually. Well, it is right, but this is on another level, because when Batman had killed the Joker in this timeline, and Joker released toxin and made Batman go insane and become the Joker. And apparently he killed, what did he kill? Dr. Manhattan?
I think so, yeah.
And he was like the most powerful being in that universe, and he gave the
actually what I heard is that Bruce Wayne was transformed had the same powers as Dr. Manhattan, and I don't know if he killed him or not, but he got his powers. But then after that,
I'm pretty sure he did kill him.
The Batman Who Laughs used Bruce Wayne's body to become omnipotent.
Yeah, he was a god for a long time, and as you could see in one of the RNG games that DC released, that he's like the god of it. Like, he controls everything in it and everything.
Right.
But Batman Who Laughs is a very underrated character. People don't talk about him a whole lot. I mean, you see you see him get released in different games and stuff, and then
he was kind of shoved down the throat of everybody to start with, but he's actually became pretty popular now as time has rocked on. A lot of people seem to like him now, because of how powerful he is. So it's really combining Batman's worst villain and Batman, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's a good one. All right, well, my number 3, speaking of the Batman Who Laughs, is the Grim Knight. And the Grim Knight is from the Dark Multiverse, and his first appearance was in the Batman Who Laughs #1, and he is definitely just Bruce Wayne. It's just basically a darker Bruce Wayne. When he had saw his parents get killed by Joe Chill, he picked up the gun and killed Joe Chill as a child. And then he later becomes Batman, uses a lot of his power to kill off every criminal in Gotham City, including the Red Hood. He even killed the Red Hood before he had a chance to become the Joker.
Wow.
And so he just went on a killing spree. Eventually, Commissioner Gordon tricked him into showing. They figured out he was Bruce Wayne, and they tricked him into showing up for the bat signal one night. And Commissioner Gordon pulled a gun to his head, and that's how they actually captured him. And I don't know if his series is an ongoing series, but I know his origin story. We just have acquired a couple of those issues, and I haven't read them yet. But this is just some stuff I read on Wikipedia. But Alfred was so disgusted by Bruce Wayne in this timeline that he left Wayne Manor, even though Bruce Wayne had put a bomb in his neck to blow him up. Now I don't know if he did blow him up, but I know Alfred did leave because he was so tired.
He
of the
probably
way Bruce was
did, though.
yeah, but I have not confirmed that yet. But that's my number 3, Willie Mo.
All right. Well, my number 2 is a character that's getting a lot of popularity lately because of his fights and villains and stuff. Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman is like he first appeared in DC All In Special #1, and when you got to look at him, you just see a very, very tall, 7-foot looking man.
I think he's 6'6" is what I read.
6'6"? That brother looks like he's 7 foot tall.
He's 6'7".
I'm going to rip your head off. Anyway, Absolute Batman is just like more of a bulkier, more muscular Batman, you could say. He's got an axe on it, like that symbol on his chest.
Yes, the axe is his same his logo as well, but it's actually a weapon instead of
just he has this little stick he carries around, and he takes his axe off his chest and he uses it as an axe and stuff.
His cape has all kinds of functions. His cape acts like a grappling hook. It's really crazy how his cape works.
But yeah, this Batman's a little like not a little different, way different, or his backstory is way different. His father actually worked at a zoo, if I'm right. And
his father. Well, I don't know if he worked at the zoo, but he was shot at a zoo.
He was shot at a zoo.
Yeah, they went on a zoo field trip.
I thought he worked there though.
No, I don't think he did. No, you could be right on that, but I can't remember. I did read.
But anyway, there's a guy that was broke into the zoo and he shot his dad. And the zoo, and it triggered him to become.
His dad was a school teacher. That's what it was.
Oh,
they were on a field trip, and he saved the whole class and got himself killed. But that's what.
But yeah, he became Batman after this. And when you read like the first few fights that Absolute Batman has, you will not believe what his villains turned out to be in that comic. You should look at Absolute Joker, the newest one.
Yeah.
Boy, he's disgusting.
Absolute Bane is almost 10 foot tall, I think.
Absolute Bane, like...
It's like as big as a building.
Let's describe this. Batman is like 7 foot, or not 7 foot, 6'6", right?
6'7".
Shut up. But anyway, he's 6'6", right?
Yeah.
When Bane was holding him, he looked like a dadgum ant.
Yeah.
So...
Bane's like the size of Godzilla, I think. He's huge.
Bane's beating him on every occasion they fought for right now, but he's beating him on every occasion, and Batman hadn't got a dang W yet against Bane, if I remember. But have you seen Joker in Absolute Batman? That is disgusting. Have you seen that?
I don't think I have.
Have you not seen Joker's design?
I haven't got that far
That's disgusting.
No.
But he ain't even a Joker. That's just a lizard.
Yeah.
But
you think about Killer Croc?
No.
The Joker?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, look at him after this. I'm telling you. But anyway, Absolute Batman's that's why he's number 2 on my list. He's a really cool Batman that's getting a lot of popularity. Should be mentioned on this list. We have a lot of issues of him.
Yeah. Well, my number 2 is the original Batman, also known as the Golden Age Batman, but he's the Batman of Earth 2. First appearance in Detective Comics number 27. He was the original Batman, and his adventures started in 1939 and moved on up, to he was Bruce Wayne, had the same origin story where his parents got killed. He dedicated his life to become Batman and fight crime. In this timeline, though, as he got older, he actually wound up marrying Catwoman after she served time in prison. And they had a daughter, Helena Wayne, who is also known as the Huntress. And as he got older, he retired in like 1962, I think. But then in the 70s, he came out of retirement. They got him out of retirement a couple of times. And one of the times that he came out of retirement was when Robin, who had taken over as the main crime fighter in Gotham, was out of the town, and somebody had come in there. I can't remember who the criminal was, but Batman and Selena Wayne were fighting this, and Batman kicked the gun of that person, and he accidentally shot Selena and killed her. After that, he burned his cape and cowl and said he never wanted to do it again. But he did come out of retirement one last time to fight a guy after he found out he had cancer from smoking a pipe for many, many years. And he fought a guy to the death and killed that guy at the end. But he was the original Batman, Will, and probably one of my favorites because I like some of the older Batman stuff for sure.
All right, well, my number one is going to be a bit surprising because mostly it wasn't related to comics, but I would really need to mention him because he's another version, and probably another, I'd say he's another version. Arkham Batman, and you people might criticize me, it's just Batman. But there's a lot of stuff that happened to this Batman that didn't happen to the current Batman right now. Arkham Batman basically has, let's start off here at Arkham Asylum. He went to Arkham Asylum, brought Joker in. Joker took over the whole Arkham Asylum and was given Titan, which is basically Bane's little venom he gets in buff him up a lot, and he was giving it to other people in the asylum, and Batman stopped him at the end, but before he like actually stopped him and Joker injected himself with Titan and fought Batman, he tried to shoot Commissioner Gordon, and Batman blocked it and hit his arm, and he rejected the Titan. That's what, there's a special thing that you never notice in all the games in the comics. His right arm is like way bigger than his left arm, because that right arm is where he got hit with that Titan and it like disfigured his whole arm, which basically I guess that makes him stronger than his right arm.
Yeah, yes,
but he went through Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and all that stuff, and he killed the Joker. Well, he didn't really kill the Joker, but the Joker basically killed himself when he knocked the cure for that disease he had from Titan out of his hand and killed him. And Batman took him out of Arkham City. But basically, Batman had Joker blood in him. It was making him go insane during Arkham Knight and stuff. Mm-hmm. He almost turned into the Joker himself. He almost turned into the Bat Who Laughs, technically.
Right.
But at the end, he rejected Joker basically in his mind, and then he became the Batman. And he died at the end of Arkham Knight. But this Batman was such a well-written character, I couldn't leave him out of my list.
Yeah.
And he first appeared in Arkham City #1, which is basically the first ever comic that adapted to the Arkham games. So, that's my number one.
All right, man, that's a good one right there. All right, well, my number one is Batman Beyond. First appearance in Batman Beyond #1, also known as Terry McGinnis. And we've talked about this character before, Will, and I know this is one of your favorite ones too. I couldn't believe you didn't have this one in your top 5.
Well, I wanted you to have that. I wanted you to have a Batman
nice
Beyond.
Like that, right?
Yes, I wanted you to have Batman Beyond. I just couldn't leave Arkham Batman out of it. He was such a well-written character.
Yeah, I got you. But anyway, if you don't know the backstory of Batman Beyond, it basically takes place in the future when Bruce Wayne has gotten really, really old. He was still fighting crime at that time, but he has a heart attack while he's fighting a guy, and he decides to hang it up after that. This guy, Terry, comes around and accidentally finds out about where the Batcave is and stuff, and then gets to know Bruce a little bit. And I think Bruce was looking for a replacement, so he starts
Bruce rejected him first.
To start with, he did, and then he decided to become like the oracle of the man behind the desk. You know,
yeah.
Everybody's got to have that guy behind the desk. So Bruce becomes the man behind the desk, and Terry starts going out and fighting crime with all the new technology and stuff. And he can actually fly in this because he's got rocket boosters in his shoes. And so it's a pretty good little series. I haven't read a lot about the comic, but the TV show is pretty good. It is pretty good. But I also have heard that there's rumors of a Batman Beyond live action film.
I heard there was a video game they were working on about Batman Beyond, but I just thought they would scratched it, but I think they brought it back.
Right.
They were working on it again.
Maybe so. Well, all right, Willie Mo, that's going to be our top 10 for this week. We do need to talk about our great comic giveaway coming up Saturday. We're going to have to do it early because Willie Mo and me are actually going to go to Chattanooga Comic Con. So if you're there,
If you want to,
make sure you check us out. We're not.
We will have Owen with us.
No, we will not have Owen with us.
Why will we not?
We might have him Sunday if we go back Sunday, but we will not have him Saturday.
Why can't we?
Because he's not going to go with us.
Why?
He's staying with somebody else.
Why?
That's just the way it is. But anyway, if you see us there, holler at us. We'll be glad to meet you. But we're going there to look for some books. But our great comic giveaway, we will do that drawing Saturday morning.
Here's the books.
Here are the ones that we're doing. Avengers number 43, first appearance of Red Guardian. If you win, you get your choice of that one. Or Marvel Team Up number 65, Spider-Man Captain Britain. Captain Britain's first appearance in an American comic.
And most importantly, the mystery book.
Could be something great. Could be something just kind of so-so. But that's the chance you take when you get a mystery book. But we've got 3 really good books here, it looks like, or 3 tough choices. And we hope that you drop a comment on the video that we did either last Wednesday or Saturday. Drop a comment on either one of those 2 videos and you're automatically entered. And we're going to take entries all the way up till late Friday. So you got time, just drop that comment, give us a thumbs up, whatever.
If y'all thinking he's talking too much, comment #YapFest.
Got to tell these people where they want.
YapFest. You're such a
take
yapper.
that finger and break it off.
You're such a yapper.
Well, he ain't gonna be around for the next
Stop
top
yapping.
10, folks. I promise you that. But anyway, if you like our content, hit the subscribe button, smash that like button also, and we'll see you Saturday morning with a video and announcing our winner of the Great Comic Giveaway, and hopefully see you this weekend up at the Chattanooga Comic Con. Anyway, talk to you guys later. As always, go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
See ya.
Bye.